Never put off till tomorrow what may be done day after tomorrow, just as well. When we remember, we are all mad, the mysteries disappear, and life stands explained. It is noble to teach oneself, but still nobler to teach others, and less trouble. To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. It liberates the vandal to travel. You never saw a bigoted, opinionated, stubborn, narrow-minded, self-conceited, almighty mean man in your life, but he had stuck in one place since he was born and thought God made the world, and dyspepsia and bile, for his especial comfort and satisfaction. Substitute damn every time you're inclined to write very, your editor will delete it and the writing will be just as it should be. Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life. A clear conscience is the sure sign of a bad memory. Education, the path from cocky ignorance to miserable uncertainty. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Only two things we'll regret on deathbed: that we are a little loved and little traveled. I did not attend his funeral, but I sent a nice letter saying I approved of it. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at it. Never refuse to do a kindness unless the act would work great injury to yourself, and never refuse to take a drink under any circumstances. Man will do many things to get himself loved. He will do all things to get himself envied. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear, and the blind can see. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, then success is sure. A banker is a fellow who lends you his umbrella when the sun is shining, but wants it back the minute it begins to rain. When I was younger, I could remember anything, whether it had happened or not, but my faculties are decaying now, and soon I shall be so I cannot remember any but the things that never happened. It is sad to go to pieces like this, but we all have to do it. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you, too, can become great. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level, and then beat you with experience. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities, truth isn't. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Of all the animals, man is the only one that is cruel. He is the only one that inflicts pain for the pleasure of doing it. The only very marked difference between the average civilized man and the average savage is that the one is gilded and the other is painted. You can't reason with your heart, it has its own laws and thumps about things which the intellect scorns. You can't reason with your heart, it has its own laws and thumps about things which the intellect scorns. What do we call love, hate, charity, revenge, humanity, forgiveness? Different results of the master impulse, the necessity of securing one's self-approval. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. Truth is the most valuable thing we have. Let us economize it. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. The truth must be served like a coat, and not thrown in the face like a wet towel. Everyone is a moon, and has a dark side, which he never shows to anybody. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to reform, or pause and reflect. The gentle reader will never know what a consummate ass he can become, until he goes abroad. If you pick up a starving dog, and make him prosperous, he will not bite you. This is the principal difference between a dog and man. Loyalty to the nation, all the time, loyalty to the government, when it deserves it. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people, and astonish the rest.